Whatever you say, Doc.
Grand Theft Auto 5, remarkably one of the biggest games of all time. You could ask some guy who lives in the mountains his whole life if he's played Grand Theft Auto 5 for the PlayStation 3. And this guy will look at you and laugh and then say,
"Of course I have. Who hasn't?"
That and this game is still one of the most popular games of all time, still making a ton of money, and people are still buying this game, buying shark cards, and making questionably appropriate YouTube content for it.
Jeffy, what are we doing here? Johnny, there's a really hot girl in here I want to raise. Can you just walk into her house? Oh my gosh.
Hello?
The state of Los Santos is a big one. This place will still really wrap you up in the satirical world of Grand Theft Auto, and that's what I love about the world of this game. Seeing how it was based off the real California, my home state, I hate California. I like to drive around and point out the little landmarks that I've seen in real life in my state. Now, driving around, I'm of course going to run into some cars, some civilians, and walls. But what if none of them were there? What if I just snapped them all out of existence and just walked around? It's creepy. Now, I'm no stranger to liminal spaces in video games. If you've seen my Fortnite Strange Liminal Feeling video, then you'll know. If you haven't seen it though, go watch it after this video. And if you're interested in my other videos and what I'll put out in the future, why not like, comment, and subscribe, as well as join my Discord server and follow me on Instagram for future updates. Alright, enough with the self-promo. Let me actually talk about the liminality that is Los Santos. Okay, before we actually do talk about this though, let me bring this up. Originally, this video was going to be a live commentary of me just walking around Los Santos and talking while doing it. But for some reason, both my Xbox and my recording drive started acting up. My Xbox would freeze, kick me out the game, and even reset itself automatically out of nowhere. And for some reason, my recording drive that I plug into my Xbox was also acting up. It would stop recording, take a whole minute to actually start recording, and even did something weird where I actually hit start recording and it would open up another tab and load on that for an endless amount of time. I've never had any of these issues before. I've recorded hours worth of footage from stuff like Dead Island 2, GTA Online, and other super high resolution games. So why is it just now having trouble with GTA 5, an 11-year-old game that has a lower resolution than like everything else? Is it just bugging out for the first time in forever, or is there something else trying to keep me from documenting an empty Los Santos? I'm not quite sure. My first stop was Los Santos. I was lucky enough to find a car, so I drove it around for a bit, and actually following the traffic laws. I came up with the story as I drove around. So my GTA Online character, whom I've named DeMarcus, one day decided to take a drive around the city, but he quickly noticed that there was no one around, and a creepy fog covered the city. This led Marcus to wonder what happened while he was asleep last night. He didn't see anybody in the lobby when he exited his apartment, and he didn't see anyone driving or walking around. This all creeped him out, and no matter who he called, they wouldn't pick up. Marcus was alone. My next stop was the sewer system, which I remember there being a bunch of Ratman and Gator rumors in it a while back. So I decided now would be the best time to check it out and investigate it for myself. I walked around for a bit, but found nothing. All except weird sewer noises and my own footsteps splashing in the dirty sewer water. So after finding nothing, I teleport over to Paleto Bay, which I actually think is the creepiest place in all of GTA 5, even with NPCs around. It's just so eerie. I think I saw a video a few weeks back talking about how Paleto Bay could have been so much more had the people there actually took the time to make sure the place was good. I can't find that video, so I guess go look for it in your own meantime, but watch this video first. At some point during my exploration, I heard church bells. This immediately gives me flashbacks to Telltale's The Walking Dead when Molly would lure the undead with the church bells. I found nothing, again, so I took a trip down to the beach and got a pretty creepy shot of this barrel. After a while, I decided to just pick somewhere random and it took me to the altruist camp. You know, the one place with the naked old guys? Here it felt just as eerie, but I had a sense of those naked guys were going to pop up out at any time and try to kill me. I then see something in the sky. A plane. So high up it looks completely black from here. I don't know why, but in this moment I just felt abandonment. Like those were the last people who left Los Santos and they left without me. Either that or Marcus was hallucinating, imagining at least one small pocket of life still left around. But it would have all been in his head. Damn, I should really make a story about this. Holy moly, I'm cooking. I next head up to Sandy Shores, and while I'm there, I get a little distracted with the fact that I turned on low gravity by accident. I continue to walk around until right here where I could have sworn I heard footsteps. But watching back, I'm pretty sure it was just leaves, but it was 1 in the morning and I was already tense as hell, so I just started blasting. After that fiasco, I head over to one of the burnt houses where the Infinity Killer newspaper is and I read through it. I then head over to the motel where I can recall a lot of things happening here. The time Trevor had to shoot tires, the time I had to save Mr. Chang while doing the Miss Baker missions, and all the lost biker members I would mow down here. I also remember this place also being the hot spot for all those secret killer clown sightings that were all hoaxes. I had all of this on my mind during the exploration, and just as the thought of those clowns came into my head, this happened. That scared the absolute shit out of me, and I quickly teleported somewhere that wasn't there. So I teleported to Stab City, and this turned out to be good, because I caught my own personal Daryl Dixon bike that I rode around on for a bit. Stab City didn't have much to it, just a rundown trailer park you'd expect to be everywhere out in the deserts, and I got on my bike and continued my drive. I think of this as a sort of send-off for Marcus, riding off into the sunset with likely a supernatural force following him and likely the one who put him in that state of limbo. What did Marcus do to deserve this? He was a good man, but a pretty bad man too. So I guess you could say this is his own personal purgatory. Pure loneliness. Well, that's the end of this video. Well, the commentary section of this video at least. I've put some other footage I've collected in here in case someone wanted to see it, and if you want to get this version of Los Santos for yourself, go into director mode, turn off vehicle density, NPC density, and set the time to pre-dawn and set the weather to fog. This will give you a creepy atmosphere and daylight, a perfect midday horror per se. And you could also just put on the rain or make it nighttime, either way it will still be creepy. Well, this is where I ended off. If you liked today's video and want to see more, like, comment, and subscribe to keep me in the algorithm, and join my Discord server and follow me on Instagram for future updates. And I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are. Bye!